So let me set the quick scene for you. So a year ago, I made a quick message to my future self that I'm gonna be responding to in this video. Let's get into it. December 2023, I will schedule this message to be posted on YouTube on the 28th of December 2024. So, Mwanza from a year from now. I have a few questions that I have to ask from you, but just to give you a little bit of some context, here is my current life trajectory at the moment. So the first and the most important thing, the number one goal that I have is really to earn more, to make more money. Now currently, I've got a lot of conflict around that. I've got a lot of anxiety around it. Why? Because I'm spoiled for choice. I've got a lot of directions that I can go in, but currently I do not know which one will be the best. The number one concern that I have right now is especially for the graphic design department. Now in the graphic design industry right now, as things stand, AI is getting more and more powerful and getting more and more cheaper. Now, I can choose to be an exceptional designer to a point where AI cannot do what I can do. Yes, AI has definitely gotten cheaper and more powerful over the years up until this point. From last year, which was 2022, up until this point. But here's the thing, as much as AI has gotten so powerful, it has not gotten powerful to a level where it can completely get rid of graphic designers. Yes, there are some powerful tools that can be able to bring out proper outputs, but if a business owner wants to customize that particular image, particularly to their brand, and just modify it as to what they want to make it look more professional, they would definitely need a graphic designer still. So no, I understand, like a year ago we had all this fear around AI about how it's going to be taking people's jobs, but the thing is, AI is only going to be a concern to you if you're not going to be using AI. You're going to be replaced by the people that are going to be leveraging and using AI. So that's the thing about AI though. But again, is it worth it? Is it worth it for me to fight or to become exceptional, to just to like differentiate myself in the graphic design world? Or maybe I can utilize those efforts into another business that has got more viability in the next 5 to 10 years? Or maybe I should sit down and fight. Am I facing what is called the shiny object syndrome? Well, that much I do not know. But you can tell me, which business did I finally get into and which one has gotten us to get more returns? So surprisingly, the graphic design aspect that you were so scared of, that I was so scared of, didn't really go away. It just became part of the business as those value-added services that we can offer on top of the main business. The main business right now is Rubicon Ventures, which deals in web hosting and just technologies that add value to business owners. Mainly the customer that we're looking at is someone who would want to expand and make their brand more professional, or someone who's beginning and wants to start their business with a bang. So what that means is that if that person comes in, let's say they want to register their company, because we offer service from registration all the way up until launch. We offer support for all those, So if a person needs to register a company, definitely they're going to need a logo, they're going to need a proper brand and all that, right? Then they're going to need a website, then they're going to need all those other value-added services, isn't it? At the same time, if someone maybe wants a website, probably odds are maybe their logo might not be so good. We might need to jump in and redesign their logo, make it more professional and all that. So it's just a value-added services that might help us to properly execute and deliver high-value service to our clients. So that's about the graphic design aspect. It's not the main thing right now, but it's a thing that will help. The business that I'm considering right now I can start a review site where I review products and services and make an in-depth review that helps people, saves them money so that they don't invest into things that are really not genuine or legit, or they don't come as advertised, and help them out in that direction, and also earn a commission when I recommend such products to them. That is one model. So the other option is in the make money online world. Now in the make money online world, of course, this is a niche that is saturated already. It's too many videos on YouTube. I think it can be hard to rank, but I've taken a shot just to get it off my list, because I always wanted to make videos in that niche. But just to tick it off the list to say I did it, I've started a channel called The Online Profit Guy, and I've also got a website for it. Currently, right now, as we speak, I do not have the money to renew the hosting and whatnot, but we'll see what what happens. It's got a little bit of some potential, but of course with the market saturation and everything, I don't think there is a future in that channel, on that YouTube venture. But you tell me, how did the Online Profit Guide YouTube channel actually turn out? Starting from now...
Well, I think you were pretty much spot on the fact that the Online Profits Guide YouTube channel was not going to do so well, and I just decided to scrape that off and just give up that domain name and everything. So that didn't really go anywhere. The review side as well didn't really go anywhere as well, because when I properly reviewed that business model, I didn't really like how it ran. It didn't really grind my gears. It was so much of a low-hanging fruit. It was so scammy. I just didn't like it, so I just ended up shelving that.
Starting from now, the plan is to be making a video every week on the same YouTube channel, consistently without fail, posting every week, because consistency is what kills most YouTube channels. So tell me, I know right now as we speak, this current version of you struggles with procrastination. Procrastination, not only procrastination, but also consistency. So consistency is also hard to maintain. You might start a thing today, try it out for a few weeks, and it dies down. But I want to hear from you. Did you actually manage to get the consistency right? Then the other
You know, it's true what they say, that every person, no matter what kind of venture that you want to get into, those first few steps before you get into the valley of despair, you definitely do know what you need to do. And that current version of myself right there knew exactly what he had to do in order to get a successful YouTube channel, right? He knew he had to do consistency and everything, but unfortunately that consistency gear didn't actually kick in, unfortunately. Even now I'm still struggling with consistency. This video that I'm posting right now is probably the second video that I've posted in like 6 months. That should tell you the type of consistency that we have when it comes to that. So that didn't actually get into gear, unfortunately.
Opportunity that actually presented itself is on an app that a friend of mine wanted to make. Of course, right now you are just researching on exactly how to make an app, because right now you do not know how to make a mobile app, but you are researching, see what happens with that. So how did that actually turn out? Did it come out as big as you thought it would, or did it just fall by the wayside? In this same particular, on that same vein as well, there's an opportunity that was presented to you at work, because right now you are the operations manager at Prime Paints. Now, for the past 2023, you've been feeling really conflicted about having a job, because you don't feel really complete or fulfilled. You feel you're wasting your years, your best years, building someone else's dream, or you're neglecting yours, because what happened is in 2023, you put in your all, you put in your energy in Prime Paints, but really you started to backslide in your own business. You didn't put in as much, you were not consistent as much in your page and everything like that. So how was 2024 for you? Did you actually manage to get over this feeling? Did you finally manage to make it work with work and business, or did you actually leave work and focus on business full time? I know a year is a very little time, but a lot can happen in a year, especially with a lot of consistency. So did you actually manage to exceed that kind of thing? Did you actually manage to pull through and maybe find a way to make it work? Or did you actually get a better paying job, because right now you feel you are doing more than you're actually being paid for? So did you actually manage to negotiate for more money, or did you get a better paying job elsewhere? Or did you actually manage to make that, did the online ventures that you were pursuing or other business ventures that you were pursuing, were they able to exceed the money that you're earning right now at Prime Paints? I would like to know that.
Yeah, so as regards to the app, it was just one of those things that didn't really even amount to anything. It was more of a shiny object syndrome, especially on the other guy's side, because it wasn't really consistent to follow through with all the feedback that I wanted from him. But unfortunately that didn't go anywhere. It was in a good space, it was in a good industry, it has good demand, but unfortunately that didn't get to light. Maybe I might revisit that idea later on in the future, but morally I don't like how that is set up. It might just mess with my conscience. I wouldn't like to set that kind of business up. But when it comes to the Prime Pace thing, yes, I was definitely spot on this particular idea of letting the business backslide while focusing on someone else's dream. And unfortunately what happened is the position became redundant, and we had to have that staff conversation with the owner of that business, and he had to let me go. So we had to part ways. I had to now jump into business full time, but that's what happened with that. But I think I was very much spot on. I think I saw this coming way back. But the ventures that the good thing is I was definitely right about the freedom that came with working on your own and being in your own business, because in just 2 months of owning the business, I made way more money than I made at Prime Paints in the whole time that I'd been there since 2023. I made that in just a space of 2 months.
Also, right now, you're pursuing a lot of things in terms of self-development that you're learning. But I think the most pinnacle and the most important skill that you're trying to build right now is the finance skill, which is Zika. Now, if everything went to plan, right now you've written about 3 exams. How is that going? Have you gained the most valuable skill? Have you gained the knowledge? And are you able to actually even use it in the market right now? Were you consistent with the Zika? Were you consistent with the studies? Because right now, from the time of filming this video, it's actually part of my to-do list right now. And today, I actually have to do the trial balance topic. I know right now I'm struggling with double entry, where to debit, where to credit, and things like that. But did you actually find a method of how to get used to it? Did you actually put in the work of learning it and strengthening that muscle of this particular concept of double entry, so that now it becomes an easy thing that you can just gloss over?
So when it comes to Zika, unfortunately, again, I didn't attempt the exams because the work was just too busy. It was all the busyness that really didn't get me to finish the syllabus, and I wasn't confident enough to attempt any of those exams. But in 2025, we go again, we try again, and this time around, we're going to do it. But when it comes to managing the debit and credit and all that, I definitely got used to that because of practice. I practiced a lot. I took a lot of questions, and right now it's not much of a problem to me. Even when I get back into it, as I get back into it heading into 2025, revising all that and rebuilding that concept back in my head won't even be so hard, because I am comfortable. I've done a lot of practice when it comes to that particular concept, so it won't be that hard.
2024 for you, was it actually a redefining year where you are now serious with your spirituality, or is it more of the same?
So the spiritual aspect is one that is kind of tricky. Right now I've taken up a different kind of concept when it comes to spirituality. It's not the normal way that a normal ordinary human being would look at spirituality. I look at it now in a different lens. I'm still studying, I'm still trying to get the knowledge up as regards to that, but it's a different concept. It's not what the ordinary person would think. Yeah.
She seems like a nice lady. You're having a little bit of some doubts right now, but did you actually manage to go through, and how far has your relationship gone right now? There were a few distractions that came in here and there. I hope you didn't fall for any temptation about those things that came. So how did that thing turn out? Did it actually work, or did you restart again from scratch with another person?
In that aspect, I believe everything is pretty much going according to plan. We're still going strong. Clocked a year last month, and we're still pushing. There is definitely a lot of potential going forward. So yeah, on that particular aspect, we're still moving, even though things have not been as smooth as they could have been. But this thing has really helped me out to really look within myself and become a better person for the other person. You know what I mean?
In 2024, future me, what you have planned is quite big. You're trying to grow on X, you're trying to grow on LinkedIn, you're trying to grow your YouTube channel, you're also trying to grow on TikTok. Now, you've sat back for quite a bit now, trying to re-strategize and see how exactly you can go into 2024, be more consistent. Right now, you're planning to, especially on your Facebook page, to be very consistent, but also to be posting high quality pictures and high quality posts. But the wardrobe, of course, does not allow I hope you did change your wardrobe and actually you found a brand for yourself, how you're going to be appearing on the internet. Like, you should be very recognizable. You're also developing your speaking skills. Your speaking skills are good, but they can be better. So I wonder how that actually turned out. Did you actually improve? Have you gotten any speaking gigs, by the way? Because you're speaking online. Did actually someone pick you up? Did someone see your potential and pick you up and you had a talk or something? I would like to see how that turned out. But either way, that wasn't really the main aim. The main aim was to present yourself properly online so that you can be able to present and persuade people. So 2023 was a year with not too much sales. The sales were fluctuating here and there, but I hope in 2024 with all the business ideas.
So again, with the consistency online, it hasn't actually been there. On TikTok, however, I did achieve some certain breakthroughs, but the breakthrough was not in the niche that I would like to be known for. I was known for the guy who talks about, like the guy who speaks for the people, in short, complaining about what the government is not doing well and all that. And I really didn't want my image to be attached to any politics or anything like that, right? So I decided to pull the plug on that, because my first probably 20,000 view video was complaining about load shedding and all, but I wouldn't want to be known for something like that. So 2023 was a year with not too much sales. The sales were fluctuating here and there, but I hope in 2024 with all the business ideas that you are trying to implement, everything worked out well and your sales were more consistent month to month, and you were actually able to improve your living standards and you learned how to drive. You are an almost 30-year-old man who does not know how to drive. Remember, you missed a job opportunity because you did not know how to drive. I hope that has been ironed out in 2024. Right now, you're not really fit. Looking at, when it comes to the issue of driving, even up to now, I still don't know how to drive, but 2025 is going to be a different story. As regards to sales, there's not been a month where I've not made any sale. That for now looks very, very much impossible, but I believe it's because of the mindset and what I've programmed the subconscious mind to be. I'm no longer that type of person that struggles for anything. My mindset now is in a different space. I believe that you create your own reality. So the issue of having low sales, the issue of struggling to make even one single sale or anything like that is all in the reality because of the way that you believe that you're going to get that sale. If you believe that it's going to be difficult, it's going to be difficult. If you believe that it's not so normal for you to be getting sales month to month, for you to be having sold outs and all that, that's your reality. So now I'm the person that gets sold out. Every offer that I put out gets sold out instantly. So I think that's about that. I think that problem was a mindset problem. It was a spirituality problem. It was a manifestation problem. So that reality was the reality that was manifested back then, but now we are creating a new reality.
Your physique, but you've been watching fitness TikTok. It has been inspiring you. You've been eyeing that for a while. Did you actually manage to get into the gym? Right now, the house that I'm...
So the gym has been one of the most consistent parts of my life at this current version of myself, and I think I like the progress that I've made so far. We could only get bigger from here. Of course, the guns are coming in. There is a whole lot of progress as it comes to the gym. I think the issue of association is very, very important because of all that content that I consumed. It really motivated me to get that started. Now I want to get into the idea of running, having a morning run every day, because I'm trying to shred down completely to get the belly completely gone. It's still a bit of a challenge right now, but we will get there. It's not really much of a problem, yeah?
Filming in is almost blank. There is no furniture at all anywhere. Did you actually manage to get the furniture that you needed? Did you actually manage to elevate your space to make it feel like a proper home, to make it feel like as you want? Like right now, you're also looking to learn about interior design and all. How did that go? Did you get everything that you wanted to get? So future me, if at all everything that you planned out still did not work, I want to give you a word of encouragement. Keep going, iterate. A lot of people...
So the issue of furniture for me, I think I just had a feeling that I didn't actually belong in that place. so I didn't really pay much attention to getting that furniture. I had this resistance, I had this feeling of resistance towards that, so I didn't really get it into fruition. So I just had to let it go. And fortunately for me, I ended up moving. Now I'm in the Copper Belt. That furniture could have just dragged me down. I still have a few of it. I've left it with my cousin and it's just there, and it's still like weighing me down. But yeah, I just had a feeling that that wasn't meant to last. So I think that's why I had that resistance to get that. But as it comes to interior designing, yes, it's still one of those hobbies that I'm interested in, but now is not the time. Now is the time to build the business back up. So let's hear this word of encouragement. Still did not work. I want to give you a word of encouragement. Keep going, iterate. A lot of people did not face success in a year. Most of the people fought it out 5 years, 10 years until they actually hit the mark. So keep going, keep doing what you're doing, remain consistent. And I hope you did quit that very, very bad habit that you had. You know the one that I'm talking about. Yeah. So thank you very much for listening. Respond to all my questions that I have here. Then I know you'll be filming another message for the future you, the future 2026 you. I wonder what questions you have for that guy. All right. Well, those words of encouragement, definitely, that's the mindset that I have. But with the new spiritual development that I have in my mind, I believe that I think I intuitively knew this. Like we say, the subconscious mind is one powerful tool that we can use. It's one powerful slave that we can utilize to manifest a different reality that we want. So yes, success doesn't have to be too much of a struggle. If it becomes too much of a struggle, it's still a manifestation of the reality of how you see the world currently. And yes, but I thank you for that encouraging message. Definitely we're going to get going. What we've done so far, what we've accomplished so far in 2024 is just a start. It's just a small little piece of what we expect going forward, but we're going to push it and get it to that next level. The idea right now is to get the name of the business out there, and I'm on the verge of trying to move to Kitwe. We'll see how that goes, how that happens. But even if that doesn't come to fruition, we'll find other solutions and opportunities to get me into that mode of work. So I thank you very much all for watching this video. It was that reaction, a bit of some few questions that I had to answer, that I prepared a little message to my future self. But yes, I'm gonna be filming another video asking questions to the future 2026 me. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.